making a war? Were they thinking? What are they doing during that time?
The KLA was a very young army, of course, and it was incredibly underarmed. They didn't have anywhere near the weapons they needed to really take on Serb forces head to head. But you know, they knew their strengths, and their strengths were stealth.
Stealth.
You know, attack, withdraw, hit something, and their best ability, disappear. And of course, it made the Serbs completely angry. And what did they do in return? They would take their tanks out of the barracks and go to the closest village to whatever the KLA had attacked, and just take their revenge out on the closest village.
Do you remember any guy from KLA in that time? Any?
Oh, I remember once meeting Croatian army commander or general that had fought in the Croatian War and had come to Kosovo to fight.
Agim Čeko.
Yes, I met him.
Agim Čeko, yeah.
I actually took, I think, some letter for him back to Croatia, maybe for his wife. The other guys, the commanders, we saw them on a daily basis, but now
you cannot remember their
some
names.
Nicknames like Snake and
Snake was Hashim Thaci.
Yeah, so you know, we would see them not every single day, but we would see them from here and there, depending on what was going on at the time. There were some other commanders that I saw quite a few times. There was a doctor that I saw quite a few times too, and I don't remember his name. His picture's not in the book. But I would bump into him here and there. He was mostly working around in Drenica. He used to be a doctor in the hospital until, of course, he was thrown out. And he was just volunteering and going around looking after everybody he could look after. I think he had like a small mobile clinic, and he would go every day to a new village and do what he could with what he had. And, you know, this was even time where refugees were moving, people were getting thrown out of the homes.
I'm trying to think of what doctor he could
know.
Shpëtim Robaj.
I wouldn't know his name if you said it.
If he was Shpëtim Robaj, Shpëtim Robaj got killed in Malyshevo, I guess, or maybe Fadil Beka. And also
I'm guessing he was about, at the time, he was probably about 48 to 54, somewhere in that age group.
All right, but you don't have any photo of him, but I can see a lot
not in the book, no.
Yeah, I can see.
I mean, I have an archive that's much larger than a few pages of a book. I was trying to put together a sort of very basic chronology of the Kosovo War within 100 pictures. It's actually not easy to do. I can see
a lot of photos of KLA soldiers, like here in February '99 in Bukosh, village of Bukosh in Suareka, and also on different places, but everything changed after the Rečak massacre and after the Walker conference, William Walker, that he was the main guy from OSCE, and the international community changed the point of view about the conflict or the war happening in Kosovo. And after the Rečak massacre, the international community decided to bomb Yugoslavia.
I first they gave the Serbs a chance with the Rambouillet conference.
That has failed to make an agreement, and then the bombing started. How was that situation?
Well, you know, right up from Rambouillet, the collapse of Rambouillet, actually the picture that you looked at before of the KLA listening to the radio, they're listening for the results of Rambouillet.
Let me just go back.
So from the Rambouillet right up until the first evening.
This was the picture, right? Yeah.
soldiers listening to these soldiers, they're listening to the radio about news from Rambouillet, whether there's peace or not.
Were they expecting something?
They were waiting for peace.
For peace,
Yes, I remember talking to them about it, and they were hoping that they would come to an agreement. Because I'm pretty sure they were aware if they didn't, what was the next step was, intensifying conflict.
Yeah.
So as for myself and some of my colleagues,